Welcome, Victor. I see you in the chats, man. Thanks for coming out and supporting me, man. I'm glad I got some followers coming this way. We need to get this out to our friends and family, man. I'm gonna break this thing down. I'm gonna break the internet, man. I'm gonna break the internet. Yeah.
Ich werde Ihnen jetzt was verabreichen. Davon werden Sie erstklassig schlafen.
All right, so that was the Jefferson Airplane mix there, man. You know, like, I got to get it going on the right way, you know. So, this is the Jefferson Airplane. We're on the airplane, guys. We're on the airplane. Listen, look, if I'm gonna be your pilot on this airplane, you know, like, I gotta break all this stuff down to you. I gotta tell you what is really going on. Okay, and the only way I'm going to successfully do that is by breaking down this I Pet Goat tour. Right? This is the 9/11 Part 2 for anyone that doesn't know. That's what's going on right now, okay? They are getting ready to go live. If you've studied false flags, you've studied the corrupt government and the system involved, you'll understand that these dark occultists that run our world, they are puppet masters. They've been pulling strings and running drills for decades, lifetimes, eons. They've been planning this moment. And September 23rd is supposed to be the birth of their Antichrist. Okay? And we're going to talk about that. We're going to break some shit down, man. I'm going to break the internet with this information. Yeah. And I said that back in I think it was my first or second episode. If you go to my channel, you go look and see on my first or second episode, I said they're going to shut the internet down when I go live on this. They're going to shut the internet down. Now, I found it. I found the I Pet Goat 2 key that turns all the locks. And we're going to break it all down. Okay, but there's a couple disclosures I got to put out there that's really important. First and foremost, this broadcast is not designed or intended to incite violence or revolutionary acts of violence. Okay, that's not what this is. This is actually the exact opposite. We don't need guns. We don't need weapons. We need positive intentions of our heart. We can do this, guys. I believe in all of us, or I wouldn't be here streaming this. I wouldn't be here broadcasting this. I wouldn't be trying to get people to like, follow, subscribe, and, you know, absorb this information in my creative way. Now, I am my own producer. I am my own tech personnel. Okay, I am my own writer, creator, graphic designer, video editor. Okay, I'm the production crew. Okay, I'm also the researcher and developer of this content. I've done many things in my lifetime, and I'm able to bring my experience, strength, and hope to you guys. That's why I'm here. Okay, there's no other reason for me to be here. I'm not here to collect your money. I'm not here to get you to sign up for some course. Okay, I'm not here to get you to do anything except for absorb information and discern for yourself what is true and what is not true. September 23rd, green comets, antichrists, I pet goats, sheep, going to the slaughter. We're going to break it all down, man. I'm going to break this internet tonight. Okay? When this stuff starts going viral, I promise you that they're going to shut us down. They're not going to let this information go. Now, I'm going to start with something real simple and real basic, okay, for everybody that knows this information, has been following this 9/11 conspiracies and, you know, freedom movements and truth movements and blah, 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 all that garbage. Okay? You've been following all that stuff. You think you know what this means. Okay? You think you know what this one means, right? You think you know what this one means. Well, I've got news for you. You're incorrect. You ain't never been wronger. In fact, what it really means is what this means. Okay? And a lot of people can't figure it out, but I'm going to tell you. You ready? How many fingers am I holding up? Drop it in the chats. How many fingers am I holding up right now, Vic? All right, maybe not. Okay, that's cool. Maybe he left. It's okay, though, because he'll come back to watch this later, I'm sure. But I'm holding 2 fingers up. How many fingers do I have down? Count them. 3. Okay? How many fingers do I have up? How many fingers do I have down? How many fingers do I have down? How many fingers do I have up? Want another one? This is for the people down in Hawaii. How many fingers do I have up? How many fingers do I have down? Now, think I don't know what I'm talking about. Go and investigate the Townsend crapola guy that invented SIL, sign language, international sign language, and find out that he's a dark occultist and that he's working for the forces of scumbaggery at its finest. He's a dog. He's a dog and he's a pet goat. And I'm going to break all this shit down. And you're going to understand what's really going on. But let's watch the clip that everybody's talking about, because that's what's most important here. Because if you ain't seen this yet, you got to watch it now. Hold on, I'm gonna restart it. I missed it. Like I said, I'm my own production crew. Turn that big knob and get out of here with this. For the people in Hawaii, you didn't see the map on her face? All right, guys, welcome. This is New News Now. I'm your host of Revelator. Okay, for those that don't know, okay, we're breaking down the IPEC GOAT tour because it's allegedly 9/11 Part 2. And we need to really be paying attention to this, guys. This is like big news, big stuff, okay? Give me a second here because I'm trying to get this thing set up so that we could do this the right way, man. This is like real important stuff. Okay, hold on. We don't want this crap playing, but yeah, killer asteroids and black holes, doomsday, 10 ways to World War End. Look, this is the marathon. It's not even. This isn't even what we're going to be watching. But boy, isn't there like a lot of programming going on here? A lot of programming going on here. So I'm going to be bringing this up over here because this is important. Hold on now. I see he's in the chats. POTUS, Lotus, Scrotus, right? We know them all. All right, so let's get this in there. There I am. Hold on, bring me over there. Okay, so for those that don't know, like, follow, subscribe. This is my channel over here. I've got a lot of platforms I'm streaming to, but I'm trying to get like more personalized with the chats, and that's why we got this thing going on here. Thanks for coming out and joining us, Victor. I do keep the live chats on, and I'm going to try to keep them so that this is something that people can they can go back when they watch the replay and see the chats as well. So if you have informative information, please drop it in the chats. It's very helpful and important that we do that. Okay. Let me go ahead and Hold on, give me a second here. Okay, so here's the disclaimer for those that don't know. Okay, for those that don't know, here's the disclaimer. This is not an attempt to get anybody to commit any kind of violent acts. Okay, this is actually the exact opposite of that. Okay, this is an attempt to get you guys to love, care, and get involved. Okay, and the key that turns the lock to get us out of this bullcrap matrix that they're creating for us. And it's going to be a prison matrix. It's not a matrix like the movie. It's going to be a prison matrix, like the matrix, like being inside of the jail cell, inside of a jail cell, which I've been. Okay, I've been incarcerated. I've been dead twice. Okay, and all this other stuff that's going on with me. I've ran recovery houses. I've tried to help people. I'm not going to burn these out with my story, because there's plenty of my story in this, and I have to have my story in it in order to make this, make sense to you. Okay, so the other thing I want to say is this. You're going to see in this key, this strategy of how to get out of the matrix. Okay, how to beat IPEC goats and the dogs of war that they have. Okay, you're going to see strategy on how to get out of that in this video that I'm about to play. Now, I'm here live, so you can talk to me still, and the chats are going to be streaming the whole time. Okay, so if you have questions, put them in there, and maybe I'll stop the movie and actually answer your question if it's relevant enough, right? Okay, so I don't want to, every single troll that comes along do it that way, because there's going to be trolls coming to this site. There's going to be trolls in these chats, and I am not going to censor or block anybody's comments. Like, they're going to be free for everyone to do what they want to do here. Okay, if you got links, I'm going to set it up so you can share them, okay, because I think that's important. So in this video that I'm about to play, the key, the cheat code to get out of the matrix, okay? You're going to see me do a tarot card reading. Now, I don't want you to get scared. I don't want you to run off, okay? Tarot cards can be utilized through contacting spirits and demons and ghosts and archons and angels and but they can also be utilized, and it's a great representation of the symbology involved with this clip, this CGI clip, IPEC Goat Tour, right? The strategy is to teach you and help you to understand symbology, because it was our first language as a species, and it will be our last language as a species. In case you haven't noticed, most people use emojis. They're symbols. We all pretty much know what a heart emoji or a thumbs up emoji looks like. See how the symbols stick with us better than anything else? And they cross languages, okay? When we were scattered as a people, and Babylon and the Tower of Babel, when we were scattered as a people, okay, we didn't speak languages. We didn't have all these words. We only utilized symbology. And symbology is translucent, like this chat above my head here. It's translucent throughout the eons and the ages, okay? And they've been using it as a major master psychological weapon against us. Now, I've worked in the mental health field, and I've been studying and researching symbology and occultism for quite some time now. I've run around with some crazy people who really believe that they're the real Illuminati, okay? Not the fake dark Illuminists that you see in the mainstream news and the propaganda that they've tried to push down our throats. Now, this IPEC Goat 2, people are alleging that it's talking about Antichrist, September 23rd, green comments, all this stuff, and it is in a lot of ways, but I want you guys to understand some stuff about me, okay? My name is St. John. I've gotten my name because I was helping people in the streets of Philadelphia by helping them with their addictions and mental health issues. I was running a nonprofit recovery housing service. It was called Dynasty Recovery Lifestyle. You can find my work if you don't want to go and subscribe and all this other stuff, and you want to remain anonymous and discreet. You could find my work by going to hashtag Dynasty Recovery Lifestyle, hashtag Principle of Care, hashtag Domestic Tarotist, okay? And I was telling you, or hashtag by St. John, and now my new one, hashtag by the Revelator. Okay, because we're in the end of times, and someone has to reveal this shit to you. And that's why I'm here, to tell you what's really going on here. Okay? Not this false ideologies that are going all around and all this fear mongering that's going around. We win in the end, guys. I got hope for us. I wouldn't even be on here if I didn't. But however, they've convinced enough people to do enough harm to other people throughout the past couple decades, okay, if not lifetimes, right? To do harm against one another because they understand moral laws, moral principles. Okay, they don't do the act. They convince you that you want someone else to do the act, and all those people are guilty and morally culpable. And the perpetrator, them scumbags that are doing all that, the master psychologists, they sit back and they say, "Oh, we're going to just let that happen," and they're entertained by, hopefully, the way you're entertained by this broadcast that I have here for you. Okay, so if you're in the chats. I see some new people coming in. If you're in the chats and you have some questions or you just want to say hi or you want to drop your links, go ahead. That's why you're here, okay? To gather and disseminate this knowledge to each other, okay? Because they've got a lock on a lot of stuff, censorship and everything else. And I've tried to come up with all these solutions to beat their algorithms and everything else to get this message out to you guys, okay? So I'm going to do this video, and in it there's going to be a tarot card reading that I did for humanity in 2022. Okay, I did not contact spirits. I did not ask angels or archangels or Jesus Christ himself to get involved with this. This was me with my good intentions, laying down cards that I psychologically examined and broke down and put up in my first broadcast of it, called Domestic Tarotist. Okay, because I am a terrorist to them. That's what we are. Anybody that's going against their system and their propaganda and speaking out or having any common sense whatsoever is fact-checked, censored, blocked, banned, and shadow banned. Okay? Some people hang from doorknobs because of the level of exposure that they're trying to give concerning this situation over the past couple decades that we've researched. Okay, so stick around. I'm going to play this now. Welcome, 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 welcome. Let me get right over here so we can get this going, guys, because this is like real important stuff, man. Real important stuff. This is the key. This is the solution that's going to break you free from the matrix. Break you free from it, okay? And the threat of I pet goats and dogs and satellites and silent barkers and everything the hell else they got planned for us, because they got some shit planned. Okay, so stay tuned. Here we go. Remember, if you have questions, drop them in the comments.
So you think you could tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell a green field from a cold steel rail, a smile from a veil? Do you think you can tell? Did they get you to trade your heroes for ghosts? Hot ash for trees, hot air for a cool breeze. Cold. Did you exchange hot ash for trees, hot air for a cool breeze, cold comfort for change? Did you exchange a walk-on part in the wall for a lead role in a cage?
White one. In action. Purple's the spirit. White one's the action. now that I have everyone's attention, especially those closest to me that have been watching what I've been putting out. No, I have not relapsed. No, I have not relapsed. No, I have not lost my mind. I'm totally sane.
Brain racing, thoughts racing.
Just been very tough in trying on my mental well-being because of all the stuff that I've been discovering.
Definitely not gonna lose.
That I gotta tell you guys. You know, like making fun of all that stuff, and it's not the way to do it, man. I gotta do it different. I'm actually ashamed because I wouldn't want people to look back and see that I was making fun of what I knew was coming.
That don't work.
In order for me to tell this right, I gotta tell it all. And I'm gonna try to keep my composure while I do it, because it's very emotional to me. I'm trying to resolve you. I'm not alone. And I've prepared. And I've worked hard for these moments. Yeah, how can you be ready? How could you ever be ready? Whew. How could you ever be ready? So no, for everyone watching and listening, I do not want to hurt myself. I do not want to hurt others. In fact, just the opposite, actually. I'm trying to save my life, and I'm trying to save the life of all those around me. I'm not trying to save it, I'm just trying to point out what's been going on, man. These guys, they've been lying to us, man. So many people are asleep. About being born again, man, but not in the way you think. Being born of the Spirit.
Hey. Trying to get on the right page, man.
A really good counselor told me once, because I said, well, I just start my day, you know, I'll just... If you didn't hear what I said a really good counselor told me once.
Soon called.
I'll just start over, you know, whatever.
Definitely not gonna lose.
I've done that so many times. Oh, man. Kind of sad.
When that don't work.
To live in eternity. Yeah. So I'm gonna break this thing down, man. But I gotta tell my story a little bit first, cause it won't make sense. It won't make sense. This is the easiest way. You ready? Ready? This new class is in session. This is iPad Go 2 for dummies. Because there's a lot of dumbasses walking around, man, and I gotta wake yous up. I gotta wake yous up. How do I do that? How do I wake yous up? How do I tell yous what the,
through that exit.
what the situation is here?
Do something. Make it your practical experience to practice the principle of caring in life. Try it once. See what the results look like.
Motherfucker, I ain't dead till I say so.
Introduce myself.
I was losing hope in humanity. I had to pull cards. At 2:22 a.m., January 1st, 2022, I was on the beach, Daytona, and I pulled these cards. And this is humanity's hope.
This is a hit. And if you don't know, now
This
you
is
know.
humanity's hope.
Run through that exit, baby. Run through that.
Intermission, never take a break.
I went there with like the best of intentions. And I went there and I wanted to be able to put people into a position so that they can heal. You know, because we have to heal. Like we have to talk so that they can heal. I'm backing it up for a second here because I want you to understand that this video, I've put this video, like some of this stuff that you're seeing in this video, I actually created back in 2022, okay, after the tarot card reading. And I've added their symbology with some words, okay? Some of the things that you can see that I'm talking about here is I added the knob and turn the knob and let me unlock it for you, okay? You see that there's a string attached to this knob. You turn this knob and this whole thing comes apart, falls down like the Wizard of Oz, okay? So take a moment to read what I put up here so that you can see that I know what I'm talking about. And I went there and I wanted to be able to put people into a position so that they can heal. You know, because we have to heal. Like we have to talk to one another. We have to have love. Here we are. So this is just a breakdown. You can find all that work by searching hashtag domestic terrorist. It's a good breakdown of each card and how it applies to humanity. But basically the cards are this. This is you, selfishness. This crosses you, love and light. This crowns you, unity, working with others, right? Going through suffering together, okay? And then we have, this is beneath you. It's the system and government. You see the guy had his will in his back pocket. And this is like, you know, them getting their penance, you know, like their pittance. Nothing. That's what's coming. It's going to be worse than it's ever been if we allow this to go through. Okay? And I'm going to break this down. I'm going to explain this to you so you understand how they're doing it. Now, how we stop it is we just join together as a collective. So you're going to have to share this information. You're going to have to create your own information. You're going to have to do it fast because we're running out of time, guys. Okay? This is what's behind you. Materialism and lack of care. Okay? That's what's behind you. And number 6 is this is before you. It's your victory that you have to claim. It's your inheritance, and you have to hold it. You don't let it go. Okay, you hold your position. Okay, talked about that. Next we have your attitude. Okay, how you cooperate with others, whether that's good or bad. Then we have 8, people influencing, caring people, no value on materialism or system. Okay, that's the Queen of Cups. All right, that's reversing the divine feminine for those that don't know. Okay, you can research divine feminine, find out about that if you don't already know. Okay, it's the inner qualities of caring, nurturing, love, intuition. It's lost. Okay, it's lost. That's everything I do is about caring and encouraging other people to care. Influencers, real influencers. Number 9, your hopes and fears. Okay, this is everything that has held you back and propelled you forward. Okay, this is the tightrope, the balance. Okay, it's the 3 of Cups. It's reversed. I would say it has to do with good and bad relationships and future and past experiences. Okay, now this last one that we have here, this is kind of a big deal, this one. Number 10, the outcome. Okay, number 10, the outcome. Okay, what you want as your outcome, what we need as humanity's outcome. Okay, one with nature, practicing care with loving morality, respecting the rights of others. Could say rise, ascension, oneness. But I would say it's more than that, because working without authority. Okay, having care and concern. Okay, huge things. But also, it's giving back the knowledge. This is a circle, this card. Okay, so you go within, you contemplate, you meditate, you come out with results of, you got to give it away to keep it. That's how it works. Okay, nothing that you have in your mental, emotional, spiritual, philosophical, ideological bag is going to prevent you from losing it if you're not giving it away. Okay, it must be given away, whether it's the guy on the bus stop or the woman who's struggling to get in her door with her groceries, or if it's the witnessing of a crime where someone's being hurt or taken advantage of. In all these situations is working with others without authority, but respecting the rights of others, practicing care with loving morality. Okay, loving morality. Okay, so that doesn't mean violence. Non-violence is the way. Okay, and all these things are working. When you follow the path of these cards, you're working in accordance with nature, with natural principles, with natural law. Okay, that's how it works. This was a big deal doing this reading. Like for me, it was the first time I ever did a Celtic Cross reading, and some of the cards that I pulled I wasn't totally familiar with yet, and I had to get familiar with them. And I found a lot of interesting people along that pathway. And I did a follow-up reading for Mind, Body, Spirit last year, and I might do another reading for it this year. I don't know yet. Based on what we uncover with the I Pet Goat 2. We have to unveil that. So we're going to get into that. It's coming, guys. I need you to be patient with me, because in order for me to explain the I Pet Goat 2, I have to explain these things about my situation and the things that I've encountered along the way. Okay, this is important. Without these things, understanding I Pet Goat 2 isn't going to do anything for you. Okay, learning how to get away from it, to hit the exit door, hit the exit button, that's what's going to do it. Okay, so hang in here, okay? My goodness. So the logo, right? I want you to pay very close attention, because I'm going to break this down and I'm going to tell you how I found it. And then you'll understand the significance of how I found it, what that means. Because it goes back, because we can't even really talk about the movie until we break down this. This is what's important. But this is what I've dedicated my whole life to. You know, the past couple of years of my life, man, I've tried to change things around for the better. You know, for not only myself, but a lot of other people, man. And I feel like I've been very successful at that. But if I don't tell you guys what's going on, it's all for nothing. Like, and of course, there's going to be people out there who like laugh, ridicule me, or, you know, he's crazy, or I assure you that I have a mental health exam. In episode 6, go look. I'm fine. I haven't relapsed. I haven't had any mental health breakdowns or any tragedies that recently occurred. I've had tragedies all along the way, and I've managed to get through them pretty well, and I've got great support networks. I'm grateful to every single one of them. I'm not suicidal. I don't think about killing myself or hurting myself or hurting others. I have a beautiful dog in my life today. I got beautiful family and friends. I got colleagues. I got associates. I got peers. I've got mentors. This isn't good, guys. It's really not good. Like, I don't consider myself to be one of the most intelligent people on this planet. But I do know a few things. And I've been running around, like, you know, learning more and grabbing this and grabbing that. I spent a lot of time in the jail, so read a lot of books, legality, spirituality. Oh, man. All right, so the symbol, this is the deal, right? So this is the illuminated torch, okay? This is not Illuminati, okay? This is the illuminated torch. This is what the symbology of torches mean, okay? But I want to explain to you why this design looks the way it does, why it did the whole time, right? I came up with the concept. A beautiful artist helped me put it together with a few elements that I had with the strategy of how I wanted it to look. We're surrounded by darkness. There's a protective barrier around us of good, okay? That's always going to be there. No matter what happens in front of you over the next couple of days, no matter what happens in front of you, that protective barrier is around you guys, okay? Die nasty, kill self at the top. First and foremost. Die nasty, kill self, kill selfishness, kill ego. That's what that is. Okay? And of course, you know, like, you know, for the people that were involved in it, you know, it's eternal. It goes on forever. It never ends. That never ends. Okay? And then you got recovery lifestyle. That's, you got to make it a lifestyle choice. To kill self. That's it. That's the general concept. And how do we do that? Well, we take all the crap that they've given us and we filter through it. And then we get to the purest gold in the middle. Go through the hottest fires to come out the purest gold in the middle. That's why sometimes you see gold around my label. You know, gold around this signet, symbol, logo, whatever you want to call it. You see gold around it sometimes because that's, I believe that you have to go through the hottest fires to come out the purest gold. And there's going to be fires to come in the next couple of days, guys. I'm losing my shit a little bit about it, not because I'm insane or I lost my mind, but because I feel like I'm helpless about what I can do about it. And the few people that I can reach, like, they're brushing me off like it's no big deal. It's just another one of those, you know, false flag dealies. Well, it's not another false flag dealie. Like, this is the one. This is the main event Like, they've been working on this for lifetimes, eons, decades. But I got news for you. See this torch? This is pure white fire coming out of that torch. Pure white fire. Don't nobody know nothing about no pure white fire unless they've used it. And I've used it. It's the intention of my heart at its highest level to do good for others. That's what the pure white fire is. And it doesn't mean lying to each other. It doesn't mean stealing. It doesn't mean trying to get over. It doesn't mean any of that shit. Now, if you think I don't know something, go back and watch my videos. Go visit my site, thelostprinciple.com. And I'm going to show you. I tried to tell you these solutions subtly over the years without making this so crazy at the end like this. Because this is the end for so many. And I just, if I don't tell it the right way, maybe they won't hear it the right way. I don't know. I need you to hear it. I need you to hear it. But if you don't know what it is that I'm trying to tell you, like the significance of it and how I know it, how I personally know it. Class is in session, guys. Class is in session. Okay? So here's the logo. The pure white fire, and then it chars off. It chars off because it has to burn. But it's surrounded by purity, by wholeness, by unity, by love, by the purest white light that creation has ever existed and created within. Okay? That's what that is. All right. So we're going to go on. I got to take a breath, man, because I want you to get this, man. I want you to get this. Arguments end in appeal case over COVID quarantine regulations. We got to pay attention to this one, guys. September 13th, right? Rochester. Oral arguments were heard Wednesday in the state's appeal of a lower court ruling that found the Huchel administration violated the constitutional separation of powers in adopting a regulation establishing isolation and quarantine procedures through the agency rulemaking process. Originally filed in April 22, State Supreme Court of Cattarauga County, the petitioners in the lawsuit are State Senator George Morello, Assemblyman Chris Tagu, Assemblyman now Congressman Michael Laura, and the organization Uniting NYS. The regulation gives the State Department of Health and or the local authority the power to mandate isolation and quarantine orders for individuals with no proof they are sick or have been exposed to diseases listed in the regulation. It also provides the health authority with the ability to determine the isolation location, which may include facilities outside of one's own home and even using law enforcement to do so. Okay? Pay attention, guys. Morello noted that the list of diseases in the regulation went far beyond COVID and included several that are not even communicable and therefore pose no public health threat. He said the list could be easily amended to include others, and they've got a whole list that they're about to unwind on us, guys. I promise you.
A Zoom call. Definitely not handle this.
Said the bill ignores the balancing act between an individual's rights and the need for public safety.
When that don't work,
New Yorkers with no proof you are sick, no proof you have been exposed to a communicable disease, and they want the power to lock you up or lock you down for however long they want without any stated procedure or how you can regain your freedom. I want you guys to pay attention here, because that ruling is going to come in and then all hell is going to break loose. Before you go running off, let me tell you, the next episode we're going to start breaking down the first few frames of the iPad Go 2. I think we can get about a minute and a half into it. Everything from moles on faces that look like islands to shadows on, they hide in the shadows, these people. Shadows are like, you got to look at these shadows. The shadows are like insane. And what you see going on, I see sorcerers, I see wizards, I see globes, I see, satellites. Did I say satellites? Because I need to say satellites. Well, I hope to see you guys back, man. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and send this off to everybody that you can. And let's put in questions, put in answers, put in possibilities. I don't care what they are. Put them in the comments, man. We need all the help we can get. I'll see you soon. So, true story. So, if anybody has any questions about any of the stuff that I've put in here, or yeah, let's get rid of that. We don't want any of that crap on the screen. Their propaganda. We don't need their propaganda. Thanks, but no thanks. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of this. Hold on, get rid of this. Nope, wrong one. Where is it at? There it is. Bye-bye. Okay. So, make sure we got the right one here. Okay, so, here's the thing, right? We are inside of their matrix, okay? But you have the power to be a co-creator, okay? You have the power to break free of the matrix and help others to break free of the matrix and use your divine feminine characteristics like caring, intuition, creativity, imagination, those kind of things, okay? I see in there, Vic, what you got there? It says, yes, explained in the video. Yes, you explained in the video. Have you ever seen shape-shifting hand, teeth, and faces? I've seen some pretty crazy stuff in my lifetime. I've died twice. I've seen the other side. And I'm going to tell you something. When you go over there, how your mental mindset is here before you leave is going to dictate everything that's going to happen to you next over there. Okay? Now, I don't want to make this about all that crazy stuff because that's not what's important. What's important is that I give you guys this solution first, and then I can break down the rest of the stuff. Okay, I don't want to take a whole lot of time to break down the stuff without giving you the solution first. The solution is the most important part. The solution is nature acting in accordance with natural situations around you. Okay, breaking free of the technocratical demoniacal, octagon of prison matrix that they have, this prison planet that we're on. What do I think about shape-shifting? Okay, I think that we live in a material construct, and if you're powerful enough or possess technology that's capable, you can do almost anything. So if you focus your intentions and you have good intentions, you'll be able to bring forth many things. Shape-shifting, I think, has gone on since the beginning of time with humanity. We ourselves, our species is, we are designated as co-creators. So the expectations and the limitations are unlimited. Okay? But I just want to close and conclude this this broadcast. I'm gonna drop the comments for a minute here. Hold on. Let's get rid of the comments for a minute, and let's get rid of the iPet Goat 2. Okay. So now it's just me. Actually, you know what? I'll leave the comments up there, and let's take a moment to skirt them, put them over here. Okay. We'll do it like this. I think this is more than appropriate. Okay, more than appropriate. So this broadcast, the intention of it is not to scare anyone. That's why I gave you the solution first, because you have the power, you have the capability of doing whatever you need to do to break free of all this crap. Okay, unfortunately, not enough people are going to hear this in time, and there's going to be more casualties in this war against humanity. Okay, so I need you guys to understand that the entire, like the the synopsis of that video is they have to disclose to us what they plan to do before they do it. And then they also have to get us to all be in agreement with it in order for it to be successful for them. And that's not going to happen. None of that's going to happen. So I want you to stay tuned. I'm coming back. I'm going to be bringing more clips. I'm going to be bringing freedom-loving clips inside of it. I'm going to be showing you the laws of the universe. I'm going to be breaking down all kinds of crap. But this is important. We're running out of time. You need to share this video, like, comment, and subscribe. Okay? And I want to thank you for coming out and tuning into something a little different, a little alternative. Thanks again, guys. I think it's very important. I think it's very important that people understand that this is not an attempt to incite violence. This is not an attempt to convince anyone of anything. And this is not an attempt to get anyone to do anything except for absorb this information. That's what this is. So I've put out quite a few videos regarding the September 23rd incident and what it means. Okay, so this is a continuation of that. We do have several other videos out there, but the one that I want you to pay close attention to is the one that says the one that's talking about the solution, which is the deciphering cheat codes, deciphering IPEC Goat 2 cheat codes. There's a couple versions of it out there because I've streamed it live to several platforms and I spoke personally to people throughout that process. So let me just go ahead and get this thing rolling here. I want you guys to understand that this video, this particular video that you are about to see, has been designed and set up for the purposes of breaking down the names associated with the creation of the video. Okay, so that's what you're going to get out of this first video. All right, and I want you guys to pay close attention to detail here. All right, and thank you for coming out. I want to thank you for being a part of something a little alternative, something a little less mainstream. And here we go, guys. Alright, boys and girls, class is in session. You ready? You ready? Because we're going to break this down. I'm going to explain this to you and how this works. Because so many people do not know what the hell they're talking about. And I'm trying to explain this to so many people, but I'm just going to do it in front of you. Okay? Because I'm on this little journey, this little escapade right now. And I'm going to do it in front of you so that you can see how this works. Okay? This is not a complicated thing for people to do. Okay? Anybody with computer internet access and a little common sense can put this stuff together themselves. Okay? You ready? Because we're going to break it down now. It's time. It's time, because a lot of people don't know what the hell they're talking about. A lot of people think I lost my mind. Okay, so if you'll remember from what society and civilization and our church systems have taught us, is that this is an upside down kingdom and everything is backwards, in reverse. Okay? Very important thing to take into consideration right now. Okay? Very important thing. Okay? You guys want the breakdown? This is the 2023, the 2323 edition of IPEC Goat Part 2. Pet Goat's cheat codes to get out of the Matrix. Now, I created this one as the second, not the first, because for me, the very first principles first and foremost, the most important thing is principles, okay? Principles are first, okay? If you're not living in accordance with nature and you're not respecting the rights of others and walking around with the golden rule in your pocket, ready to pull it out at a moment's notice, then you ain't doing shit. You ain't doing shit. Now use some discernment and listen to what I'm about to show you. You ready? I got the little notepad. See a little notepad? Notepad. Hi, notepad at the bottom. So I could take notes so we could break this down together so you could see what the hell it is that I'm talking about here. Man, for dummies. For dummies. Makes me so mad that they're getting away with it. And you're letting them. You ready? Let's start at the very beginning. Okay? What's it say here? The very beginning, right? Reserved rights, all. Let's write it down. You ready? We're going to write it down. Reserved rights, all. Period. We'll put a period there, right? We'll put a period there. Okay. You ready? Are you ready? Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna break the fucking matrix. I told you when my first fucking airing broadcast. I told you that when I get my shit viral, they're gonna shut the fucking internet down. I told you this. Now you ready? Because the crying part's over. I put the healing out there. I put the solution out there. Now it's time to go to work. You ready? I'm gonna end this on the most important thing that you can remember, but I want you to pay attention because we're going to break it down. Reserved rights, all, right? That's what it says, right? What does that mean? Reserved, meaning that it's been held, it's been holded. Somebody's got it somewhere, right? Rights. If you don't know what a right is, a lot of people, unfortunately, don't even know what a right is. A right is something that you naturally inherited from the creator in this universe. And for a proper breakdown of what a right is, we will turn to Mark Passio from What on Earth is Happening.
What natural law is all about is the objective difference between right behavior and wrong behavior. I always tell people that, we use the same word to communicate the idea of correct and moral. We use the word right to communicate those concepts. Correct means based in truth, and moral means that it is in harmony with natural law principles, because when you take a right action, the result of that action does not result in harm to other beings, to other sentient beings. Conversely, wrong behavior is both incorrect and immoral. Incorrect meaning it is not based in truth, and immoral meaning it is in opposition to natural law, because when we take wrong behaviors, someone is harmed as a result of that behavior.
That's a right. Not no man-written law. Rights. Your natural right. Your freedom of expression and creativity. Your freedom of choice. Okay? Nonviolent principles. Rights. Okay? Pay attention now. All. That's not some. That's not that guy over there or this one over here. That's all of them. You ready? Now, font. Right? Font is very interesting, right? Sometimes it goes by this. Right? So let's go pull it up real quick so we can show what we're talking about here. Because this one's a little harder to get to, and you might need my help on this, right? We'll go name, origin. Man, can't believe I got to do this, man. See, it says without Lee, right? History, family names, all this stuff, right? You think of elephant, right? You think of infant, right? Font. Let me see here, because we're in the wrong one, I think. This will have it. Baby, child, not difficult, okay? So now we got that, right? What's it mean? Child, right? You ready? I'm going to keep it moving here. To keep it moving here. O. Okay? See the O? Right. God, it keeps shifting, man. I'm getting pissed. I am getting pissed off. That's all right. You know what we're going to do? No, it's right now. Okay, we got it, right? So we got child, right, is the first one. Font, right? O is a little different, right? Because O is like, you know, some kind of like expression of something. Okay, so O, we'll put it in here like this. O, definition. Right? It's the 15th letter of the modern alphabet, blah, blah, blah. Any speech sounds represented by the letter O, blah, blah, blah. We know all that, right? But here's what it comes down to, right? Definition and meaning. Look, it's even got the little thing like in the video clip, right? So what's it say here? It says a shortened form of, right? Of. We got that, right? Everybody paying attention? Because I'm only doing the title once. I'm not going back over this, but I'm going to tell you something, right? I'm going to tell you something. If you think you know something else, put it in the comments below. If you haven't already, like, follow, subscribe, and share this shit. But if you get scared and you think this isn't a road you want to go down, I want you to go to my other video that I put out first and look at the exit to the Matrix part, okay? We can exit this shit. You got to listen to what I'm saying here. You ready? Okay, child of, right? We got that. That was pretty simple, right? Now we're holding rights. We're holding rights. Somebody's doing it. So, the creators of this movie, I don't know. I don't think it's them because the way do you see what's about to happen now, okay? Wait do you see what's about to happen now? So we got Hilo, right? Anybody want to guess what Hilo means? Because I already know, but I'm going to show it to you so you know, right? What is it? How do we spell it? Make sure I'm spelling it right here. Where's it at? Helio, right? Hilo. Hila. Right? It says helicopter. That's not really what it is, though. Helicopter spinning in circles. That's really what they want you to do. That's what all these distractions are about. All these things you think that are important to you in this world that don't mean a goddamn thing. You ready? Word, meaning. Oh my God. What's it say? What's it say? What's it say, guys? What's it saying? Right? Solar, right? Basically, it means sun is what it comes down to, the original translation. So now we have child of sun, right? Are you paying attention? Because this is a good one. You're going to like this. You're going to love this, actually, right? Before we even go any further, right? We did the all rights reserved. We did the Heilofant, child of sun, right? We're not even here yet. We're not even here yet. We're still down here. Okay? Pay attention. Pay attention. Man, it makes me mad, dude. It makes me mad that all these people have been putting all this content out about mythology and truth movements and the dark occultists that run the world, but nobody knows what the hell to do. Nobody knows how to do this shit. Now I'm going to show you. And you can do it to anything they got going on. It's all bullshit. They scripted it years ago. I'm going to show you. Pay attention, because this is part one. Now, I'm not going to get through this whole movie in one episode. Okay? I gave you the key and the solution in part one, the first edition. how to get out, cheat code, to get out of the matrix. But I'm going to show you. I'm going to break it down. I'm going to show you. Okay, so we got child of sun, right? So what do we got here? What's it say? It says 2102. Okay, this could be all kinds of combinations. It could be a 5, right? 5. If you added them all up, right? If you reduce it down in simple gematria or numerology, the zero's gone. So we're dealing with just these three numbers here. You ready? Let's go with gematria one time, just to give you some examples of what 212 is, right? Gematria calculator. Calculator. There it is. That's the one I always use. See, it's got the little guy on there. You can't miss it. There he is. Looks Hindu, don't he? We're going to get into that. Okay? You ready? 2, 1. Ocean Gate. Sound familiar? Atlas. Ocean Gate. Monarch. Marta. Bernard. Tamar. Fig Tree. Right? Gifts. QR code. Stick. Hong Kong. God's God. God's God. High Noon. The Atlas rocket. I think those couple ones in the beginning are very interesting, right? Go look them up. But we're not going to spend too much time doing that. We're just going to break it on down to what's most important here, right? Remember they were talking 2012 and doomsday and the end of the world and all that stuff. They really planted all that in people's heads because if you could reduce it down to this right here, 2-3. The year and the date, right? Now, child of the sun, right? The correlation, the reason why I'm going to only use 2-3 instead of doing all that other stuff. 5 means to exit, like to get out, right? So you can take your 5 now and go. If you don't understand what I'm saying to you. But here's the 2-3, right? Now, why is that significant? That is significant because on September 23rd, right? Nishimuro, the recently discovered comet, green comet, by the way, Nishimuro comet, sun. Let's see what comes up. Are we about to see a rare green comet light up the sky? Yeah, and it passes right over. Let's go to the guy that's got it because he's got it on there. I'm gonna show you real quick. Nope, that's not the right one. Hold on. We're in YouTube now, though, so here we go. You ready? You see what I look into? Okay. All right. Notice you don't see a bunch of dating sites or, Eagle Scores lookups or, Worldwide Wrestling or any of that kind of crap. I'm over here doing some investigation type shit for you. Because you ain't doing it. Because if you were doing it, the world would be different right now. Now, I don't mean to be all angry with you, but, I'm losing my patience, man. I'm losing my patience because I shouldn't be the only one doing this. 2-3. Let's go to this guy. Because he's the one that's like out of all the people, him and Professor Doom are like the only two people that I respect that are talking about it. If they're even still up there, they might have deleted their accounts by now. Let's go. See, he stopped because he's stuck. But I'm hoping that this information gets to him to help him out. Okay. We got the volume off. We're going to scoot on through here, right? We're going to go right to about, let's see. Right to about here. Right here. Okay, what's this say? Take a moment to read that while I sip my coffee. Keeping this as simple as I could possibly keep it for you simple-minded people. Everybody read it, right? What did it say, right? Okay. So there's a lot of talk in there about this, that, and the third, right? What are they saying? Comment, right? It's not hard to figure it out, right? You're going to hit the ground, you're going to hit the dirt. There's all that stuff going on here, right? But the most important thing that you guys better be paying attention to right now, right, concerning this movie, right, concerning my message, concerning their actions and activities, is right here. Because when this happens in a couple days, you'll see that these people that you think are crazy and all this stuff that you think isn't going on, that we're telling you is going on, you're going to see it's really going to fuck on. And then you're going to have to make some decisions. Am I going to stay in the Matrix? Am I going to sign up for this bullshit? Or am I going to exit stage right? Not stage left, stage right. Okay, we're going to get into that. I'm going to break that down in this motherfucker. Again, thank you for coming out. I welcome yous all. Hit the like and subscribe button, guys. With their predictive programming and all the bullshit that they've been festering and shoving down your throats for decades. Decades they've been playing in this. This predictive programming in your subconscious, in your psyche, in the back of your mind. That's where it is. That's where it goes. That's what they do. This is their game. This is how they play. This is how they play. People keep watching their garbage and supporting their crap. You got to be kidding me. So we're going to break down more with this comment situation, and then we're going to get right into this title card situation with the breaking down the names of these people who created this. You're going to see it all. I'm going to show it to you. Yeah, and I'm sorry it's taking a little longer than usual for me to put this out there. I'm sorry it's taking a little longer for you to get this information by having to watch something that's a little longer than you want to watch. Okay, we're going to get into that. I'm going to break that down in this motherfucker. So we're going to leave it at the 2-3 because it needs to be there at the 2-3. We consolidated it. Everybody with me? Are you? Oh wait, hold on. I didn't show it to you. Hold on. I meant to show it to you and I didn't show it to you. Now I'm going to show it to you. Hold on. Child of the sun, right? I can't spell. Hopefully it gets me there. Let me see here. So we got the eclipse, right? You see that? Right? There's all kinds of stuff going on, right? All kinds of stuff going on in this. He breaks down all kinds of shit for those that don't know. I ain't mad at him. It's exactly what it is. He's got all kinds of information in here. Okay? Hopefully they leave his stuff up so that people can get a good idea what's going on here. Okay? So I'm gonna stop it right here. Right? I'm gonna turn this up so I can listen. I'm gonna turn my mic down.
Go over the comment. Now we'll go over the comment. Nishimura, that was just discovered on 8/11 by Hideo Nishimura. And Hideo means excellent male child. And Nishimura means to go west. And as you can see right here, it says the comet is falling toward the sun for a close encounter on September 13th. And I'm going to go over that with you real quick. It's gigantonormous. And this picture was taken yesterday, and they're saying that they found that it has grown a 1 degree long tail. And it looks long. And it also says, and get this, since it was discovered on August 11th, the comet Nishimura has more than tripled in brightness. And it literally says a sign that is feeling the heat of the approaching sun. And the signs will be in the sun, family. And they are. And it says its green head now shines like an 8th magnitude star. And it looks green to me. And green means go. But here's what's gigantonormous. As you might guess, comets can change color as they get closer or further from the sun. Comets change color. Now, real quick, the Revelation 12 sign.
Now, I'm not going to burn you out with all this, but this is a pretty accurate map he's got going on here. We're going to skip ahead a little bit. A lot of this is actually in the movie.
The backwards question mark. The head of what they call Leo, the lion. You can see the tail growing and it getting bigger. And when you get to September 13th and you start going through the hours, you can literally see this comet dodging every star, every asteroid, and it's whipping its tail around, as you can see. And when it gets to the star right here, which is the tail of the lion right there, you could see it's the star Denebola. And I'll zoom in some more so you could see how big this tail is. And remember, no one can limit God. And I just showed you that comets change colors. So this comet can turn red. And it can be the great red dragon in Revelation 12. And it looks like it is, family. I'll show you right now. As you go through the hours, let me back it up a little bit. So you can see that the tail starts swinging and it starts flying sideways, this comet, as it goes by the tail of what they call the lion, Leo. It literally swipes the star with its tail. And I'll go through the minutes and show you. And as you keep going, you can see it straightens back out. And I'll zoom back out for you. When you get to the 15th, and I'll zoom out, you could see it's already past the woman's crown. And remember, it's flying at like light speed. And if you look at the direct path, it's headed directly for the asteroid Child. And the dragon stood before the woman.
So I'm going to stop it right there because now he gets a little speculatory with his activities here, okay? But you see what's going on here. This comet comes into the woman and it passes right through her. And then it heads towards the sun. When it gets to the sun, it's going to turn from green to red. And the sun, there's either going to be some kind of a solar flare or some kind of activity where it hits something or something goes on with it. Or maybe we're actually trying to destroy it. Who knows? Who even knows? Because you can't trust any of the CGI crap that's coming to us on the satellite computer systems anymore. And we're going to get into that with the launch of the Silent Barker and what that really means. Okay? Pay attention, guys. I'm calling on all the dogs of war that are out there right now. They know what I'm talking about. They know who I'm talking about. Think of the Pink Floyd song, The Dogs of War. That's who I'm calling on right now. All you dogs of war. It's time to bite your owner. That's what it's time to do. It's time to break that leash, rip that collar off, and come on out, man, and get on the team of the light workers. Okay? Get on the team of real freedom, real truth, real justice, real liberty, real love and light, real illumination. Been following the lead of these dark occultists, dark illuminists. They've been following them. You ready? Keep paying attention.
The child as soon as it was born. And remember, the asteroid child crosses the line and comes out of her womb, it looks like, on 9/15. The expected Rosh Hashanah, Feast of Trumpets, Yom Teruah date.
Virgo. So I'm going to turn it down. I'm going to let it play a little bit because I don't really agree with his tactics at this point, right? So if it passes through, look, it's whipping all around. It's doing all kinds of stuff. But they just discovered it. So they know its trajectory and everything already. Guys, pay attention here. Doesn't make sense, right? You see what's going on with this thing? Look, they got it whipping all over the damn place. That's not what it's going to do. It's not what it's going to do. Okay? So I'm going to skip ahead a little here, right? See if he's got it in this one. Nah, he ain't got it in this one. Hold on, we're going to go get it, though, because it's important. Oh, this is downtown Manhattan, right? This is downtown Manhattan, right? They got a lot of fear-mongering. A lot of fear-mongering, right? When the water breaks. Isn't it just so convenient of that constellation? Look, this isn't what I believe, guys. This isn't what I believe. This is what they believe. And you better be paying attention because they believe this shit. You might not believe it, but they believe it. They're coming, man. They're coming. They're bringing everything they got out. Every single tactic that they've used up to this point, they're going to implement and put out there, okay? I feel like I'm getting off track with this, but I want you guys to understand that the child of the sun 23 is what this is. This is what we're talking about right here, okay? So let me go back and I'll show you how I actually found it, right? Let's go Revelation, sun, child, birth. Astrological. We'll put that in there too. For the logical ones, right? What's this say? This is 8 years ago, okay? He's talking about. This one here is 2 years ago, right? Now, this actually happened back in September 2017, and I was paying attention to this one too. It was the same exact type of thing that was going on. But this one here is really significant because this isn't just the planets lining up and another planet going through like this older one here. This is an actual comet that they've talked about in their propaganda and media, right? I think it's giving birth to Jesus and all this other stuff. Bullshit. It's the Antichrist. It's their new world leader that they're going to put in charge over top of you. It's coming. Okay? This is what they're talking about in these episodes. So I'm not even going to waste no more time on this. Let's just get right back to it. Let's get right back to it, man. Because I feel like I'm wasting time. And I don't have time. If you don't know these answers, you need to go look them up. Right? So what do we got next, guys? What's on the screen next? The very next thing. MOC. Now, I know you're going to say to yourself, oh, nah, what's that, John? That's crazy. That ain't nothing. Yeah, well, let me show you what it is. Okay? Because a lot of people have no clue what's going on around them. Let's get a little bit more descriptive, shall we? ONET online, right? Classification. Military occupational classification. Okay? Remember, the internet and everything that's online was created from wartime, military time technology. Okay? So let's go ahead and put it in there. You ready? Hold on, make sure I'm in the right screen. There we go. MOC, which means what? Military occupational classification. Okay? Child of the sun having military occupational classification, right? Reserving all rights, right? We see this, right? Pay attention, guys. Gets better. Gets worse, actually. Gets worse. I shouldn't say better. Okay, so we already know, right? We already know that this word here, Heilofant, means this, right? Control C. Control V. So they said it again, right? Oh, they didn't put the 23 in there. Let's get the 23 out because I don't want to confuse anybody. Okay? Now, what's www stand for? Another designation on the internet. It's an internet designation. It's how they find your IP. It's how they know your exact location, and they can they can register and classify your information by that designation, www. Okay? Okay, and I discovered this kind of stuff because you see this here, this COM, right? I found it because of this one here. And this one here is real scary rabbit hole. It's I don't know if you can see it, but I'll copy it and I'll paste it down here big so you can see it, guys. Paste. Okay. Hold on. I don't know why it's not working here. No, that's not working either. All right, so we're going to move this up a little, right? Just for now. What's it say, guys? What's it say? Growing demons. Now let's look and just take a moment to see what this is, right? Because I want you guys to really understand. I want you to really understand. Okay? This is international. Okay? Meaning you. Meaning you. Okay? International. Global. Standards for health terms, an essential part of improving the health of humanity, humankind, right? Now look at what's been going on in the world lately, right? Do you really think that that's what they're interested in? Huh? Do you really think that that's what they're interested in? Now I'm going to tell you what it means. It means grow. Let's do it again. Get rid of this. I don't even want to see it anymore. I've researched the crap out of that one. Let's go down here, right? It says grow, right? GRO. Remember, backwards, upside down kingdom. Grow demons. All right, enough of that. Enough of that, right? So where were we? We're at the www part. Let's do that backwards, okay? Let's do that one backwards. You ready? All right. World Wide Web. Web. Wide world. Okay? Pay attention. Okay, so of course this isn't the reverse version. Let me go ahead and let's just put it in here as the reverse. Reversed iPet Go, because people did that. You know, this was a big thing back in 2012, you know, and everybody said, oh, it had everything to do with 9/11 and all that. And sure, it had a lot to do with 9/11. But it's not 9/11. It's 9/11 Part 2, which is coming. It's all been scripted and planned. You ready? Hold on. Go back. Make sure we're all on the same page here. Let me make this a lot smaller. Hold on. Give me a second, guys. Be patient with me. Okay? We're going to make it so that this all works, man. I can't keep doing this, right? So what do we got so far, guys? Right? We got break this shit down, man. You ready? Telling you a story here, guys. Pay attention. Pay attention. I'm not mad at you. There's been a lot of distractions and all this other stuff, and people think that, you know, maybe it's just another world leader we need. Well, yeah, they got one for us. He's coming. I'm going to tell you who he is. I'm going to tell you what he's going to do. I'm going to tell you how they're going to do it. You ready? You ready? I'm going to break it all down to you. This is like, some people like to do knitting and sewing. You know, they have these different hobbies and interests, basket weaving and stuff. I like to get to the root of some shit sometimes. I started it in prison, and I was working on, you know, like breaking down the origins and roots of all kinds of stuff. Okay, so here we go, guys. You ready? What's that say there? Conceptual artist, artist concept, right? We could put that in there. I don't know if we should or not, right? But let's find out as we tell the story, okay? So we'll start with the first one, V. Recca. Very odd names, guys. V. Recca. Right? Isn't that what it is? V. Recca? Okay. Name, meaning. I'm going to break this internet. Watch me. Watch me. What's it say? Hindu? Is it a Hindu name? What's it say? Let me squat down here a little bit. Humanitarian healer. Okay. Right? Isn't that what it says? Intelligence. Right? This guy ain't no healer, I'll tell you that. He ain't no humanitarian, but he's going to have the appearance of that. Okay? So let's go ahead and put it in there, right? We got humanitarian. Healer. Intelligence. Keeping it moving. Ready? Let's go right to the next one. What was the next one? Sasa. You're going to like this, guys. You're going to like this. Help. Aid. Right? Help. Aid. Very common theme with that whole name with that one, right? What's this one say? Regale. I already know that's royalty. Regale. Regale. Kings and royalty. Regale. Regale name meaning. See if it's even in the internet still. I probably got rid of it because they know I'm wanted this shit. All right. Maybe. I don't know. Right? Destiny luck. No, that's not the right one. Foot. Right? Arabic origin could be foot. Right? Did I spell it wrong? I did. No wonder it's causing me problems. I'm still spelling it wrong. Come on, guys. You're supposed to be helping me out in the comments here. Regale, right? Make sure we got the right one there. Where is it? R-I-G-A-L. Is that what I got there? R-I-G-A-L. That's what I got there, right? Foot. Still with the foot. Right? Something about she knows. Let's go to she knows. Right? Foot. Regale is a blue star of the first magnitude that marks the hunter's left foot in the Orion constellation. Okay? So let's just go ahead and put in there foot, right? But we'll also, like remember the concept of foot, like the movement of foot, right? Like what the foot's purpose is. Everything stands on that, right? Or the foot is how things are, how you proceed. You use your foot to step forward, right? You gotta like really break this stuff down. It's crazy how they're doing this, all right? But I'm also going to put in here regale because one of the variations of it is king, royal. And we'll get into that, okay? I could break that down more. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. I want to hear you. Tell me I'm wrong, okay? What do we got next? Jack Hughes, right? Not a very popular common name in the United States of America. And the reason why is because there's a lot of translations of it. It goes all the way back to Jacob, but I'm going to show you that. And if you know who Jacob is the guy in the Bible who climbed the mountain, fought Phanuel, the angel from God, and then came back down off the mountain and declared himself Israel. Isis Rael. The combination of all gods. That's who he came back down as. And he declared the kingdom of heaven on earth being Israel. Okay? Pay attention, guys. Pay attention. Jack Hughes Name meaning. Where we at? Do. Educated man. Profound. Popular. 1200s. Supplanter. Okay. James and Jacob. It actually comes from James, and James actually comes from Jacob. I believe that's the way it works. But anyway, they're variations of this word right here, supplanter, right? Supplanter. Am I spelling that right? Supplanter, yeah, I thought it was 2 P's. Oh, I put an E in there. I'm hyped up, guys. Drank a lot of coffee today. Want to know what kind of coffee I buy? Because you know I'm on some shit. Let's go look up the definition of supplanter, because a lot of people don't know what it means. So what's it mean? What's it mean? What's it mean, St. John? The Revelator? Domestic taroist? You know, what's it mean? One who supplants or displaces. We'll put displaces in there. Someone or something that supplants. So let's go see what supplants mean. Third person meaning individual, supplant, right? To take the place of or substitute for another. Replace. Okay, pay attention. I'm not going to write all that out, but I'm going to leave the word supplanter in there. Now we know what that means for those that didn't know, right? Keeping it moving. Pinto. You're going to love this one. Pinto. Like the car or like the olive? Pinto, naming. What's it say? Colored, painted, right? You with me? Painted, right? Lively restores. Hold on, we missed one. What did it say there? Live. The same word in the sense of lively or restless person. Doing this together, guys. All right? I haven't actually done this yet. I just have high expectations for it because I know their game. I know how they operate. And I'm trying to show you so you can do it for everything that goes on around you and your matrix. All right, you ready? Lucci. I know what this one means. Anything with the Lucci. Lucci, name, meaning. Not a very common name, guys. Not a very common name. I don't know too many Luccis walking around. Comes from Lucas, which is also Luke, okay? Popular because of Luke the Evangelist, right? Knows everything's always biblical in the past. Not so much today, right? Not that I'm a Bible thumper or anything. I just think that, you know, like, wisdom's wisdom. If there's wisdom in a book, you should learn from it, right? What's it say? Babies' names, dictionaries. Here we go. This one actually has it. Where's it at? No, that's that stupid one again. All right, so let's do it this way, right? What did it say it was? Lucas, right? Get to the roots. Get to the roots, I says. From the Greek, Lukos, right? Man from Louisiana, right? Historical region of southern Italy, blah, 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 right? Thought to mean white or light. Bringer of light. Okay, we're going to go down in the next one. We're going to say bringer of light. We're going to stop right there for a minute. Let's clean this up at the bottom here, right? So what do we have? Let's get this out here. Stuff out of the way. Oh, that's me. I don't want to get me out of the way. All right. So, I guess we can make it bigger. Man, live broadcasting. You got to be crazy. All right. So I don't want to look at this in the background. Well, I guess we could. We'll leave it up there. All right. So you guys get it, right? All right. Reserve rights, all child of son, 23. Military occupational classification, child of son, right? So the military has decided, based on their research, based on everything that they know, okay? We're talking CIA, NRO. We're talking, what's the other one? NSA, okay? We're talking Mossad. We're talking KGB. We're talking MI6. We're talking military. It doesn't even specify which military. It just says military. Military. Occupational classification. Child of son. Web worldwide. Okay? So I'm thinking that they're casting their web worldwide, right? With the appearance, right, of humanitarian, the conceptual artist, humanitarian healer of intelligence, right? Let's pull that back up. Right? What did it say here? Concept artist, right? Both of these two people look like they're the concept artists, okay? So we had Vereka, right, which was the humanitarian healer intelligence, right? These are the concepts. Okay, you follow me? Help, aid, foot, right? So they're coming like they're going to help you. Like this is this is all military stuff, right? And they're casting a web around the world, and they reserve the rights of all based on the birth of the child of the son. Okay, that birth that I just showed you in the comment. That's what it is, right? So let me see here. Hold on. Help, aid, foot, king, royal, supplanter, displaces colored, painted, lively, or restless person, bringer of light, right? So let's go ahead and let me bring this over here so that I'm not so crazy with it, because I can't see nothing here. All right. I'm blind, guys. I should be wearing my glasses, but I'm not. I want you guys to pay attention to what I'm trying to show you, though. It's important. Okay? It's very important what I'm showing you here. Reserve rights, all child of son, 23 military, occupational classification, child of son, web wide world, right? Humanitarian healer intelligence, help, aid, foot, king, royal, supplanter, displaces colored, painted, lively, or restless person, bringer of light. Okay? That's all we got so far. So let's put it in list form so that we have it, so that it makes sense to us. Hyped up, man, because people just, you know, like, I'm still fighting the same battle of like trying to convince people that there's like this huge conspiracy to kill you going on around you. Okay? And I don't advocate for violence. Okay? My response is not going to be a violent one. It's going to be a truthful and loving one, right? But you are not going to take my life. I'm not going to let you. Okay? All right. All right. These are the people that created it. So they say, if they're even real people, if they really exist or not. I don't know if they exist or not, right? But we're just getting started. I told you this is going to take time to break all this down to you guys. Like, I can't believe that I have to actually do it this way, but I don't see any other way of doing it, because you guys ain't getting it and nobody's watching my stuff, and I can't get nobody else to look into it. And the piss poor few people that are looking into it, they're all over the place with it. But everybody's like running scared for the woods for this September 23rd thing and all, right? Well, if you're in the target zone of New York City, you're going to get wet. Your computer systems are going to go down. The whole Northeast Corridor's plan is to put it underwater to the point where nothing works anymore. Okay? And you have to rely on the system as it's being handed to you. That's the main plan. Okay? Not going to get into that too much, right? So we got humanitarian healer intelligence, right? So the web that's going to be cast across the wide world, okay? The whole world, that's what that means, whole world, right? The web cast over the whole world, which is going to come in the guise of humanitarian healer and intelligence, right? helping and aiding, right? It's the foot of the king or royal, okay? The king's foot. Supplanter, okay? Supplanter was Jack Hughes, okay? Now you notice there's another Jack Hughes up here too, so we're going to get to that. But here's Jack Hughes, right? Goes back to Jacob. So we got the supplanter, right? Displaced, colored, painted, lively, or restless person, right? Displaces, colored, painted, lively, or restless person, okay? So, do you see what's going on in the world affairs today? From Mali to Morocco, okay? And these aren't the only places it's going on. It's going on all over the place, okay? We just had a major earthquake occur in Morocco. We had the Mali situation go down. Lots of stuff going on, right? Displaces, colored, painted, lively, or restless person. Painted, lively, or restless person, okay? People that are alive that aren't resting, okay? The bringer of light. The bringer of light, right? Where did we leave off? Lucci, right? Or was it? Yeah, Lucci was the one. So supplanter, and then bringer of light was Pinto. Which one was Pinto? Oh wait, no, discolorful, lively or restless person. That was the other one here. Okay, so now that's why I'm trying to figure it. Lively or restless person, bringer of light, right? So, what was the next name? What's the next name, boys and girls? What's the next name? We got Marchand. I mean, you just can't make this shit up, but they did. They made it all up. They want to live out the book of Revelations in real time. And you guys are going to be, falling victim to this shit. Like, why can't people just go about their business and, promote prosperity with one another? Why is it got to be like this evil agenda in the background, like hurting everybody and all this shit? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, why don't you just leave me the hell alone, man? I'd rather be like talking to this woman that I just met, or, hanging out with my freedom-loving friends, growing food forests and abundances and whatnots. Okay? I'd rather be doing that kind of shit. Okay? Taking my dog to the park and throwing a ball or something. Working on my property, or, fixing my friend's truck with him or something. I'd rather be doing anything but this shit right now. But I don't have no choice. Okay? Because you aren't hitting the exit button. Pay attention now. A buyer, merchant, a buyer and seller of goods, okay? Come to you in the form of aid and all this other shit, the bringer of that light, you know what I mean? Like we always keep hearing about in all these, ancient religious texts and all this shit, right? So we got to trade, or buyer and seller of goods, right? Sound familiar? Okay. All right. So we have that, right? What was the next name? Keep going here, guys, right? Marchand. So we got Jack Hughes again, right? So we already know, I'm not going to look it up again, but we already know that that's the supplanter, right? The supplanter, right? Right? One who displaces. All right, now we got it right. No, we still ain't got it right. Got it right now. All right. Yeah, I'm not editing this. This is going up just the way it is, guys. Sorry. Sorry if it's like a little complicated for you to pay attention to the crazy graphics and all the moving stuff that's going on the screen. I love you guys, man, but you got to listen to what I'm saying. Like, I'm not a fool. Been doing this shit for a long time now. Okay? And this almost got under this September 2, 3, right? 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 Almost got under the radar on me. Almost. It was like this close to getting under the radar. But I subscribe to a lot of freedom-loving spiritual people that wouldn't let something so valuable and important slide under the radar in front of me. Yeah. All right. And shout out to all them, man. Shout out to all the freedom-loving, truth-finding, deception and evil exposing people that run around with me, man. Shout out to them. In fact, I want you guys to stay tuned because I am going to include in this, I'm going to put in here a little clip from a gathering that we had together just the other day, and we're having another one this Sunday, man, here. But you know, like, the thing is, guys, like-minded people, the one thing that I learned in the recovery process is that your circle will change, but you know, the goal is to always find the people that you need to put yourself around, not the naysayers, not the gossipers, not the, you know, all those, you know, haters and bullies and, you know, picking on people and all that craziness, right? Or all the distractionists, right? They're small puppet string delusionists and they don't even know it. Stay away from them. Okay, put yourself around like-minded people that are on the same level as you, going to the same place you are. So we got supplemental, right? We got that supplanter, right? Supplanter displaces, right? We got that one. Okay, everybody paying attention here because I want to make sure you're paying attention. Okay, so we got the supplanter, right? Now let's go to Leclerc. Name. Stop making it so easy for me. What's it say? Similar spelling, right? We might have to go look up another one. Leclerc, right? What's it say? The clerk, right? Should we say the clerk? Should we just leave it at the clerk, right? It probably gets a little deeper if we look, right? But we can put the clerk, right? Control V. Name, meaning. Make it too easy for me, man. Claire. Bright, light. Aren't you glad I went a little further? Right? What's it say? Bright light clerk. Bright light clerk. Bright light clerk. Supplanter of the bright light clerk. Okay? Next. Who's next? Who's next? Who's next? Jacqueline. And it's spelled a funny kind of way. So it's Jocelyn. Jocelyn? Jocelyn. Jocelyn? Jocelyn. Oh, no, I don't want to put it in this one. I want to keep that window open. Hold on. Back it up, guys, because I don't want it to go away on me here. I might have not spelled it right. Let's go check. Let's make sure. With the E, right? Jocelyn. Jocelyn. With the E. A member of a German tribe, the Gauls, right? Whatever that means, right? So let's find out what it means, guys, because this is where it gets good. This is where it starts to get important. Member of the German tribe. German tribe, right? Invasion, conquest, Galton. All right, so you guys got that part, right? So let's go with name, meaning. We'll start with the one that they showed us first. German. Do. What's it say? Many, multitude. Right? Father of many. Right? Paying attention here? Father of many. Multitude. Multitude. Multitude? Did I spell it right? Multitude. Multitude. Alright, let me do this. Maybe if I do it like that, it'll actually work out. All right? Paying attention? Do I have your attention? What was the next one? Layol. Layol. Lay. Le. No, it's not Layol. It's Lavoi. I ain't never even heard of names like this. This is like insanity, man. What was it, guys? Lavioa, right? Is that what it said? Let me go check. Make sure I gotta make sure I'm putting the right ones in here. VIE. VOIE. LAVOIE. LAVOOIA. Right? Isn't that what it was? We get it? We get it? IE. I don't think there's much of a difference, but it doesn't really matter. What's it say? Oh, I didn't put in naming. I guess that would help. Name, meaning. What's it say? Ancient times. All the way back to the year 900. Very interesting. Hockey players, very common in Canada. A lot of these sound French, right? So what else we got? French surname being the way. How convenient. The way, the way, the way, the way. Right? Pay attention, guys. Ready? Are you catching on to what's going on here? Is anybody catching on to what's going on here? Love, right? Where were we? Nadine. Hi, Miss Nadine. Your animations are so cool. Your animations are so cool. Commonly used in Arabic, right? What's that say? Admonitory messenger, shower of blessings. Now, I'm not even going to type all that out. I'm just going to copy that and drop that right in here. Come on, guys. I need help. You guys, there's not enough of us doing this, man. There's not enough of us doing this. All right. Then we got... That was Nadine. So now we got Gaudette. What's it say? Early origins, more French stuff, right? Immersed. Gaudette. Gaudette. Rule power. Rule and power. Wow, man. What a convenient word to be having here. Rule. So rule. It's the element. Walled. Rule power. Almost like all these names mean the same thing almost. It's kind of weird, ain't it? What a coincidence. What a fantastic coincidence. Yo, do better, man. You guys suck. You guys suck. And guess what? When they're locking you down in the cages, I'm gonna be right there like this with my cup of coffee in my hand saying, man, this coffee's good. This coffee's good, man. And don't you think it's gonna be Trump turning the key, man? There's a lot of bullshit floating around on the internet. Don't believe that shit, man. Do not believe that hype, man. It's wrong. It's lies. He is one of them, just like the rest of them, man. I've done my homework. I know what I'm talking about, man. He is not one of them, bro. He is not one of them. He let this shit go on. He ain't no time traveler. He ain't Jesus Christ reincarnated. You fools. These are fools. Believing in this political. You're fools. These are all fools. Let's keep it moving, shall we? Because it's important, right? Go dead. For dummies. For dummies, right? What's the name? Frederic. More French. I already know what this one is. So. I already know, guys. Sorry. Peaceful ruler. Do you see the common theme here? Look, peaceful. Man, I can't even type. I'm so hyped up, man. Peaceful. Peaceful ruler. Yeah, I bet. I bet. Or ruler. Or ruler. Alright? Coming like the Prince of Peace. They act like they're about peace. They ain't about no peace. What was the next one? Keep it going. Frederick. So now we got Castaigne. 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 Did I spell right? I'm missing a letter there, I think. Castaigne with a G. What a G. G. Oh. It's the name game. You guys watch my shit, right? Come on, we can beat these guys, man. We can beat these guys. They're too simple. I know their code, man. Their code is cracked. The Matrix is broke, guys. I broke it. I'm breaking it every day. All right, let me see here. What's it say? What's it say? What a coincidence, man. What a coincidence. Let's see. Where's it at? Where's it? Meaning. What's it say? Powerful, dictator, noble. Man, all these people got the same kind of name meaning, right? So like, you know what it reminds me of? Man, you know what it reminds me of? Copy. Reminds me of the holiest of holiest and blah, 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 when they're doing all those kind of crazy ass sophisticated prayers inside the Catholic Church systems. Or there was a guy I used to watch Hermetic Institute. And he does like this whole breakdown here. Look, I'll go in there real quick. YouTube, gotta do it. Gotta do it. I need a break. I need a break from the name game, guys. Shoo. Man. So it's Hermetic Institute. Talking about occultism. I've been following this kind of stuff for a long time now. Long time now, right? So you got all this stuff here. Where's this one? This is the one I want. The powwow one, right? This guy kind of reminds me of this.
Full house. Wonderful. Wonderful. Now, for those of you who haven't been here before, I'm sure just from listening, you kind of know the rules of the road. And it's pretty straightforward. I talk, you listen, you think about questions you want to ask, and then you ask them before we go to break. Okay? It's pretty old school. Because usually what will happen is at some point, I'll probably answer the question anyhow. And it allows the flow to keep going. Okay? That's what we want. We want to see the continuation of the flow of the information. We've got a lot of ground to cover, as within all of these, as I'm sure you know. So that's what we want to do. Now, today is a very, very, very special day. Not only because you're all here and I get to make so many new friends, but because I've never given this presentation before. Okay? That's going to be, oh my God, I hope it doesn't suck. It won't. You'll be pleased. But it's because it's very important. What we're doing is a really very advanced work. And you need a lot of background in order to make sense of it. And that's what we want to do for you, is make sure that you've had the background. That's how you said. Read certain books, listen to some of the programs, and allow that to sink in so that, again, a lot of the early questions that you might have will already have been answered, but also things will make sense as we go. The other reason is because I have done a lot of public speaking over the years, but I've never done PowerPoint. I never had to. I never cared to. Well, the joke was, when I used to go to these neo-pagan festivals, is that I said, all these guys are having trouble with their projectors, stuff is crashing, things weren't working, and I would come in with an overhead slide, and I said, these don't break. So that's how we would do it. So I have a wonderful PowerPoint presentation for you that is kind of a review of a lot of the work that you've done up until this point. So, let's get started.
Bet you didn't even know this type of shit existed.
Pennsylvania German folk magic and its related grimoire practices are rooted in a medieval Christian worldview. That's unescapable. Okay? Fundamentally, if it's not rooted in that, I don't care what they say, it's not powwow, it's not Brauka. It may be something else, but that's not what it is. And while there are some people who are attempting to retrofit it into neo-paganism, it's disingenuous. Call it what it is. Don't call it something else. Okay? I want that to be very clear. However, that being said, you're going to find a lot of commonality and a lot of crossover, not only between Brauka, which means to try, as you probably going to say. You always say, what? I'll try. And that's because the practitioner always believes that their healing comes from where? From God. So that they will make an effort for someone, a good faith effort, if you will, but they don't claim or take credit for any of the results. Okay. So with that, we're going to do our opening oration or prayer, followed by the 90.
So this is the part that I was trying to wait for, right? I knew he was going to get right into it because he starts with prayers when he does stuff, right? But he uses the word rituals too. So pay attention to what's going on here, guys.
For Psalm, because as many of you should know by now, the 91st Psalm is really the Psalm par excellence and of really all ritual work. Those of you who are familiar with any kind of ritual magic rooted in the Middle Ages and the Renaissance know that the 91st Psalm is one of the first things you say for what? We'll say essentially as an exorcism of sorts. So, Heavenly Father, creator and sustainer of all that is, was, and will be, we pray to you to bless us in our work of this day, that it may make us ever more clearly aware of your immanent presence, power, and wisdom. Send the Holy Spirit to awaken the divine fires within us, that your holy bride, Sophia, the perennial wisdom, will flower within us, and we too shall shine like the rosy dawn of the new morning. Amen.
Amen.
He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in him I will trust. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings thou shalt trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not fear the terror of the night, nor the air that flieth by day, nor the pestilence that stalks in darkness, nor the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. Because, Lord, he has made the Lord, which is my refuge, the Most High, thy habitation. Therefore no evil shall befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy tent. For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up on their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. You shall tread upon the lion and the adder, the young lion and dragon shalt thou trample underfoot. Because he has set his love upon me, therefore I will deliver him. I will set him on high, because he has known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life I will satisfy him and show him my salvation. There's a lot in that prayer, and at some point we'll kind of look at some of the points and see how they apply to our work.
Okay, so you guys get what I'm saying here, right? You see how he said all that stuff, and he literally breaks down how to actually do rituals. Like this kind of stuff that I've investigated, that I've looked into. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I just don't know. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I'm all right with being wrong. I want to be wrong about some of this, right? But you see this common theme going on here. There's this common theme going on here, guys, right? So let's just go ahead and we'll do the rest out. And then I'm going to get into the actual first shot of the I Pet Goat 2 movie, right? I'll get into the first couple clips of it, and I'm going to stop. And then this will be episode 2 for cheat codes for escaping the Matrix. Okay, September 23rd, Green Comets, Births of Antichrist, all this other crap that they're promoting all over the place. Okay, we're going to break it down. So where were we? We did the Castang, right? Thomas. You'll like this one. Thomas. I got my mic on, right? Yup. Thomas. Thomas. Name. Meaning. I already know this one too. Strong. Very strong, it says. Meaning twin. Toain. From the Hebrew word meaning twin. Okay, so let's go put that in our list. Twin, right? Twin to what? Because they ain't twin to the God that I was following, that I follow. The blessings that rain down from healers and intelligence that I'm involved with. That's not the same God. So what are you a twin of? You ain't a twin of my God. My God does. I don't even know if I like my God. My God's pretty harsh and cruel and does all kinds of evil shit. Created evil, actually. And then sat back and watched evil go on. That's not my God. That's not my God. That's not my God. All right. He might be your God. He might be your God. He might be your God, but he's definitely not my God, okay? Oh, man, what? It got me off center here because I'm laughing. Hey, my God. All right, so we got that one, right? We put that in there? Did we put that in there? Which one was it? Twin, right? Yeah, we got it in there. All right. He ain't my God. All right. All right, so we got the Thomas, the twin. You think. Not you think. Right? And then what's this other one here? There's a couple more here to go through. Liquor Man. Last call, guys. Liquor Man. Liquor Man. Name, meaning. This is all messed up here, this one, I'm sure. Haven't even gotten this far. I said, I got to record this. I can't just do it and then like try to plan a recording around. I just got to do it and record it and show it to you. Because this is how simple they are. This is how complicated they make it, but this is how simple it is. This is the key that turns the locks with all this shit. All right, what's it say? Trace back to Britain and Ireland. I'm not surprised about that, right? Liquor Man means, name meaning is what? No. Master of their own. No, that's not it. Let's see. Learn. 6 variants. What's it say here? This is the one I want to look at. Genet.org. Genealogy. Liquor Man. Says, last name Liquor Man. The last name is indexed 6 times. Spelling has changed over the centuries. Variants will help you build your family tree. Not interested in that. Let us see, Liquor Man. Genealogy. Well, we all know what man is, right? Let me see. Let's put in there. Let's get rid of man. Because we could go back and put the man part. Right? Distillation of grains, fruits, vegetables, blah, blah, blah. What's that say there? Let's see. Liquor. Distillation. Did we spell it right? Because I feel like I'm doing something wrong here. No, it's got Quor. Q-U-O-R. Q-U-O-R. Maybe we're doing it wrong. Let's put in word origin. Right? What's it say? Liqueur, liquid, liquid, liquid. From pot, boil. Pot liquor. All right, we don't need pot liquor. Meaning to be fluid. Be fluid. Right? All right. You guys see that? Maybe not. How about now? Can you see it now? Why is this so crazy? Man, this notepad thing's crazy, man. All right, let me do it this way here. Hold on. There it is. All right. So, right? We got to be fluid. Everybody paying attention? I got everybody's attention here. You can go up with this. There, that should be better now. Right? Right? What's it say? To be fluid. Hold on. To be fluid. All right? We're running out of space, guys. We're running out of space. There's so many names. All right. So we got liqueur man, right? So to be fluid man, right? Let's put the man in there. Man. We'll put that in quotes because we didn't even decipher that part. So it's a fluid man. Is basically what they're saying. To be fluid man, right? To be a fluid man, right? Wayne. Now these names might actually be real names. I don't know if those other names are real or not. Like I don't even care if they're real or not. Like, all right. So we got Wayne, name, meaning, the name game. What's it say? Maker of wagons. Making a wagon. All right, we'll put wagon in there. Wagon. Remember, wagon's a way of transport, right? Do. Wagon. English word wagon. That's a little weird looking. Let's copy that one. And we'll go look that one up. Wagon builders. Wagon drivers. Boy, there's all kinds of wagons. Wagon builders, drivers. Builders, drivers. Right? Now remember, man, these fucking people, boy. All right, so hold on. What was the other one now? Wayne, and we'll put and in there. And, right? Bruno. Name or name meaning. Name game. British. Say British. Lorraine. First found Lorraine. Euro. Surnames. Let's see. Brun. Anglo-Saxon word brun. Bruni. So let's go ahead and just copy C because I don't see it anywhere. Copy C. Copy V. Control V, right? All right. What's it say? Brown, dark. Brown, dark, right? And we got Pierre. Make it so easy, guys. You make it too easy. Let me sound Pierre. E R R E I E I-E-R-R. Not 3 R's, 1 R, 2 R. All right, what's it say? Stone. Stone. Meaning stone, rock, Petra, right? Remember Peter, the rock, right? Right? And what was the significance of Peter? Okay? What was the significance of Peter? Upon this church, upon this rock, I will build my church. You will be called Peter, right? Remember that? Boy, man, they're mimicking the shit out of that Bible. All this light bearing and messengers and showers of blessings and ruler of rulers and dedicators and royals of royals and supplanters and foots and heels and all this other crap. Oh my God, I wish I had the puppet on and was doing the puppet for this. I'd be laughing and acting crazy right now. They make it too easy. All right, Jean. This is the part that I don't like, right? This is the part that I don't like because they keep trying to mock, you know, what the real meaning of John is. I don't like that shit. All right, Jean, name, meaning. I'll break it down to you. I already know it's a variation of mine. Of course, I know who the hell I am. You should know who the hell you are. Pronounced that way, sometimes spelled Jean. Hebrews, Yokman, meaning Yahweh is gracious. Okay? It's one of the ways it's broken down. God is gracious, right? Variant of Jane from John. Okay? God is gracious. Okay? God is gracious, right? You thank special. You thank special. All right. So, reserved, kept for another or future use, restrained from freedom in words or actions, backward in conversation, not free or frank. Rights based in truth, having morality, without harm to others, based in nature, for all, everyone, everything. Okay? So I'm thinking that it's reserved, okay? Rights for all. Okay? So they're holding it back. They're not letting you have it. Is their intention. Is the first thing that they want to do to you. Okay? Children of the Sun in 23. Having military occupational classification, Children of the Sun in 23, web worldwide, arting, concepting, humanitarian healing, intelligence, offering help, aid, stepping forward by order of or under foot of the king. Sure, it's not the king you were taught about. Okay, magnificently, intriguingly, usurping, supplanting, displacing underhandedly. Okay, so they're going to come with all this help and aid, but they're going to do it in a displacing, underhandedly way. Okay, supplanting, usurping. Okay, it's going to be magnificent and intriguing. Okay, be on the lookout. Okay, it's going on. It's crumbling all around us. It's occurring right now as I speak. Okay, you got the stuff in Libya. You got the stuff in Argentina right now. Okay, floods everywhere. Lee's coming back around. Okay, in the iPet Goat 2 video, there's immigrants being swallowed up by green water after a hurricane circles over New York City. Okay, so the hurricane already passed New York and now it's coming back around the back way and the water's coming through the back. And there is it's over 1 million gallons of nuclear reactor wastewater that they were considering on how to dispose of in the Hudson River Valley area. Okay, so I'm thinking dams break, radioactive water leaks in, it floods the city of New York and the surrounding areas. Okay, be a great way to get everybody up and out or dead. Okay. possible false flag attack here with that. Okay, so that's a little bit of a hint as to the actual breakdown of the video that I'm going to be participating in with and providing you guys. Okay, so let's get back to it. So it's the help coming, displacing underhandedly, dancer, casting. Dancer, casting. Casting is like spell casting. Think about what I'm saying here. Painted or lively persons as a bringer of light, buyer and seller, merchant, trader of goods, significantly intriguing, usurping, supplanting, displacing underhandedly, the bright light clerk for the father of many multitudes. Animation, which means infusing life full of spirit and vigor with the way, admonitory counseling against a fault. Instruction in duties, caution, direction, messenger, shower of blessings, to write previously and to write origins of programmer, anciently a letter sealed with the king's seal. Okay, the rule or power of the peaceful ruler, showing man the dark chamber, vaulted room, the powerful dictator of noble twin men of spirit distillation to be fluid, wagon drivers, brown and dark stone, rock like the rock of the church. God is gracious, you thanks special. Okay, so what I'm getting from this, and what I would say as a conclusion to this introduction, okay, of the breakdown, the actual breakdown, is that these people created this as a script of how they're going to carry this out. Okay, like who they're doing it for, why they're doing it, and what it's going to look like. Okay, and the actual video itself, okay, I'll go over here for 1 second. I don't want to spill too much for the next episode because I want you guys to come on back in for this. Okay, so let me just go ahead and skip ahead a little bit here. Right, we'll go right to, I guess, about here, and I'm going to press play so that you guys can see what it is that I'm going to be showing you. Amazing artist, guys, but I want you to really pay attention to what's going on here. Okay, really pay attention, because even the first couple seconds of this thing here, like, is going to like give it away. Notice the humming sound, like equipment and machinery going on. We're going to stop right there because I can't get further than this. I can't get further than this today. But I'm going to break this all down to you up to this point. Okay, and I'm going to start by letting you know, you see this guy right here? This little guy down here? That's the silent barker right there. There he is, with your white hat holding him, with the gun. See those silent barker? Silent barker. There he is. This is the earth. It's going to go into darkness, right? When it goes into darkness, right? From the eclipse, from the possible eclipse that could occur, that's probably going to occur, right? But the earth is going to go dark, meaning that all things are going to shut down, and then when it powers back up, I showed this in the last video like it's a knob. You turn the lock. Let me show you here. Hold on, back it up. Back it up, back it up. I'm going to mute it now because we don't need to hear the humming sounds. Okay? But what an amazing, talented group of artists that we just explored. What an amazing, talented group of artists that we just explored. I mean, they really have their shit together, don't they, man? They're on point with it. All right. So, here it is, guys. All right. This is the very beginning opening scene here, okay? In my clip, I show it like it's a doorknob. Like, you turn the knob, and the string pulls and everything falls apart. It's like pulling the curtain back on the Wizard of Oz. These clowns, man, they're clowns, but they're hurting people. They're hurting people. So, you know, we got to make sure we stop these guys. We got to stop these guys, man. Stop them. Okay. So let's go back a little bit here. So I really don't want you to miss any of it. Well, that looks like it's about it for today, boys and girls. I want to thank you for attending class. I hope that you got something out of this. If you haven't already, please like, follow, subscribe. Put any questions or comments or additional information that you think you may have in the comments below. Okay? We stream to a couple platforms. I'm not up to my usual 15 because I'm not getting the traction that I was looking forward to, but at the same time, I want to focus on the platforms that are working and where people are interacting with me. If you noticed, I had the, let's go ahead and put it up there so people can see it, right? We had the, put it up there, guys. All right. We had the text chat up here, right? And you see the thing with the wagon is very significant because it's a wheel, it's a circle, and there's a control in the middle. That's that knob that you see in the beginning opening, okay? And the technology, it's fluid, okay? It's going to be in space, you know, like you're not going to see it. It's going to be like a frequency that's in the air. Okay, so I'm going to start breaking this thing down, and I'm going to put this up here. I'm going to put up another video and another video until the 23rd comes and goes. Okay, and I don't want you guys to panic so much about the 23rd itself, because I think it's just their big ceremony of, you know, I'm sure that there's going to be some level of sacrifices that occur. But I'm sure that it's just their celebration of ushering in their new world leader, which they've scripted and programmed us all to believe to be either a Messiah or an Antichrist. So there'll be two facets of this thing. It'll be those that believe that he's the Messiah, and then there'll be those that know that he's the Antichrist. Well, I'm going to choose for option 3, which is I don't want to participate in your bullshit, and I'm going to be looking to exit. Exit right here. This is what I'm going to be looking to do. Exit. Stage right. Notice that in this particular shot, the exit sign is on a belt, like a seat belt buckle, and it's wrapped around a tree. Okay, so the exit is nature, guys. Okay, I found some very interesting things over the past couple days concerning Elon Musk and his new logo for SpaceX and how it relates to some of the graphics within this short iPet Go 2 clip. Okay, so we're going to be breaking that down as well. And I want to thank you guys for coming out and joining in with something a little different, a little bit more alternative. I ask that you share, like, subscribe, share it with your friends and family. If you've got friends and family in the New York City area and the surrounding regions of the Hudson River Valley, I would suggest that you look into the fact that there are, you know, multi-million and billionaires, trillionaires that are all selling their properties in that area over the past couple months. Zillow is filled with anything over $900,000. It's littered with, I think it's like 2,500 properties were listed for sale. So I'm thinking that they send water and maybe they use some type of earthquake machine. They are capable of creating earthquakes today. And they release the flood water and the dams break. And specifically the 1 million gallons of radioactive water that's being held back in that region will be released into the environment, which would contaminate the entire area. So I want you to take those things into consideration as we go forward. I want to thank you again for coming out, guys. And, man, iPet Goat 2, 9/11 Part 2. It almost got past me, man. It almost got past me. Look, I'm sounding the alarm. Come on, guys, get it out there.